Hello everybody, Bill here. IRF4 at Fuji. Great track, lots of fun. I jumped in at the last minute, didn't have a lot of time. Not too much time to practice. This is the qualifying. If you want, I have timestamps, so if you don't want to watch the qualifying, you can jump right to the race. And, you know, I'm the #1 car, which is very odd, but I don't have #1 pace. I'm on my way back up in iRacing, so I'm working my way back up. I've had a couple good races in a row. I also have some races on my hard drive that I haven't had a time to edit yet. And I plan on doing some of that when I'm on vacation. I'll just release them. The stats won't matter much because, you know, they won't be in order. But I got them there. I might as well do them. And, you know, they're pretty good races. Give me something to do when my wife's at the beach. So, I actually felt pretty comfortable. I feel like I'm getting used to I made some changes to my setup and stuff, and I'm getting used to them. Feels pretty good. Yeah, what I did was I noticed when I was braking, I felt like I was holding the brake in place, but my brakes were bleeding off really fast, even though I felt like I was holding it there. So what I did was I relaxed my brake pressure on my pedals. I have the V3 pedals. And I knocked the brake pressure back, and I feel like I have much better control over the brakes now. So if you're running real stiff brake pressure on V3s and you're having trouble handling your car, that could be your problem. I know since I did that, I feel like I have much better control of the car. And our first lap puts us in P7, but we're not going to stay there. We're not fast. But, you know, qualifying and racing, two different things. So, sometimes, you know, you qualify in 14th and you finish the race in, you know, top 2 or 3. Racing is different. I noticed, I don't think I'm a great qualifier, but I feel like my racing's getting better, so that's the important thing. And here we come. Down to the start-finish line. Get the qualifying over with. I had some people say they like to see me qualify, so I figure I'll put it in. You can always go buy it in the timestamps. And here we go. Off to the race. And we're sitting at the start-finish line. We qualified P14. I'm sorry, P16. All right, here we go. And we're off. You can see the TV cam in the corner if you want to watch it that way. You can see the nice new livery that Ben LeBroca made me. It's my second race with the new livery. A lot of smoke up front. Got a couple cars wide. Managed to make it through the first corner with no damage. Should get a medal for that. Oh, and we got a car that goes wide and he's off the track. That looks like Marcin Gaminsky in the 16 car. And he's out. That should give us another spot. Pretty good start.
Good work on start, mate. This is great.
Ah, you hear Jim saying good work on start there in the background. I know I haven't turned down, but yeah, picked up a few spots. Managing to hold in there.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag up ahead. Car off to the right. That looks like Marcus Bayon in the number 12 car. And he's out. That should give us another spot. Managing to, you know, pick up some scraps on this first lap. Driving pretty good. Hanging in with these guys in front. A little fishtail from the car in front of us. Mario got a little loose there. Number 8 car. And here we go. Let's see where we are at the end of lap 1. This should be interesting. Got a car on the inside. That's Chris Longco. He's got us going into this corner, so we'll see where we end up. You can see slightly ahead of us. We break, you know, a little late. We let him have the position. We're not really up for a fight this early, but it's always time to get him back. Plenty of race time left. Got another car that goes a little wide there. We end up going a little wide there, but nothing that hurts anybody. This is a tricky little downhill section here. People lock up their tires, people come together. That's a tough little section right there. So we got a little fight in front of us between Mario and Chris. Another yellow flag. But we don't see anything up ahead. And we got a couple cars off to the right. Looks like Seiji Higuera and Leonardo. I don't quite catch his last name. I think it's Weiler. And they came together, and we're going to go take a look at that. We'll take a look at the action in the first couple laps, see what's going on when we pass the start-finish line. We have another car inside of us. Leonardo. So it wasn't him in the crash. He's the number 3 car. And we're going to wait until after this because let's see what plays off. I've already been overtaken here once. I decided to fight this one a little bit. Go around the outside. Get some power down. I think I got that. I won that battle. And Leonardo lost to Mario behind him. He ended up losing the spot there. And we ended up fighting off a pretty good fight there. We're coming around. Tough little section, like I said, this downhill. A lot of weird stuff happens here. Got a lock up in front of us, but we managed to stay out of his back end there. We got a car on the outside, Mario. And it looks like a lot of action, so it's tough to go take a look at the replays because there's action on every corner here. We're going to wait until after the start-finish line when things settle down. We're already going on lap 4. Yep, good corner there. Felt pretty good. You know, a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting in the beginning of this race, which is good. It was fun. I got to tell you guys, this was a really, really fun race. And you can see we get a pretty good exit, but we got another guy on our tail, Mario. He's right on our tail. He's going on the inside. Looks like we're not going to get to those replays, guys. We've had to fight off people every single lap. You can see he's just behind us, not quite alongside us. And we're going to break a little later. And he ends up getting by us there. And we try to switch back. We get on the inside of him. We get a little bit of run on him, but we're probably not going to be able to hold him through this corner. And we got an accident in front of us. That looks like Chris Lewenko and Antonio. Chris Lewenko is out. And we got a problem. Number 2 car there. Number 8 car inside of us. And the number 2 car gets hit. And he comes into us. The number 8 took him out there. We're going to go take a look at that. Actually, we're going to take a look at that right now. All right, first we're going to look at Marcus Bryson. And here he comes, and he's in P3 in the 11 car. He just catches a little grass, and off he goes into the infield. That's going to drop him back. He's having a hard time getting it started. He kind of panicked there. And another car drives into him. That's the number 18 car. He lost it the same way. And we're going to take a look at Shinji Hagara. And he's in the number 20 car. And this is the accident that was right in front of us. And you could see, jeez, he just gets wiped out. Yeah, the number 9 car just plowed into him. He didn't have a chance. We're going to look from the cockpit cam of the number 9 car, Leo Regayer. I don't know what he was thinking, but he just doesn't slow down. Wow, Leo, please. It's not a hot lap, buddy. Now we're going to look at the number 8 car, and here he comes. He comes together with the number 2 car, and that's what caused us to pile up. You could see us on the outside there. We had no chance. That was all on the number 8. He went in there too hot. And, of course, he manages to get away scot-free. Well, the good news about that is we ended up getting in front of him, so that's a good sign. Yeah, and here we are. Now we're fighting it out in a three-way here. Another yellow flag up in front of us. And you can see we're in close battle here. With Marcin and Mario behind us. They're right on our tail. And we got a couple cars in front of us. Going to see if we can catch them. Maybe we can make it a race. Maybe we can catch that group we were with. If they keep battling. Let's see where we are, because we lost some... and it looks like the third place car got wrecked out. We might have to go take a look at that. Yeah, let's see where we are now. Yeah, we dropped back down. Down to P11th, and we got a car on our inside. We're going to be able to hold them off. Oh, same car that dive bombed us and wrecked us out. So, we're in a fight. He's right beside us. And I think we're going to get him here, though. Yeah, we got him. So we managed to hold off Mario. We know he's aggressive. He's already wrecked us out once. But it doesn't matter. I think we're faster. Like I said, I was feeling pretty confident. Even after the crash, I felt like I was driving good. Felt like I had a chance to make it a good race. We saw a little puff of smoke up front, but nothing big. Probably just a little wheel lock. We're trying to put a little space between us and Mario because we don't trust him. Delta's green, so maybe we can put some space. We got a really good corner there. You can see we're up 6/10. Another good corner there. Yeah. Our best lap of the race. We need it because we've got to try to catch these guys in front of us. Still got quite a few laps left. Well, we're P10, so we're managing to fight our way back up. I think we were in P9 when we crashed out. You can see our Delta's green. Looks like Mario and Mario must have had a problem behind us because now we got a 4-second gap behind us. So Mario probably took out the other guy that was behind us. I told you he was a problem. You could see it when he dive bombed the car into that corner we just passed and took us out. You knew he was a problem. He thinks he's Mario Andretti without the skill. speaking of Mario Andretti, I might as well tell a little story. When I was younger, I met Mario Andretti. I'm 64 years old, so, you know,
You've got 10 minutes left.
he was racing when I was young. I met him. I got his autograph. He was a really nice guy. I also met Jackie Stewart, who was really nice. I'll give you some names of people I met when I was young. I met AJ Foyt. See if you guys know any of these names. I met Bobby Orr. I met Al Unser and Bobby Unser. Who else? Boy, there was a bunch of them. I got all their autographs in my autograph book from when I was a little kid. My father used to write a column for a newspaper. He was a truck driver, but on the side he wrote columns. And he did races. So I got to go to the races and meet all these guys and get to go in the pits with the IndyCar drivers. And yeah, it was something back then. This was in the 70s, guys. This is in the mid-70s when I got to meet all those guys. Anyways, let's get back to the race. You can see we're closing the gap a little bit on the guys in front of us. We're in P10, but we're starting to close the gap a little bit. Delta's been green every lap. We're putting up our personal best on every lap, which is always a good sign. PBs are always good, always good. I think I try to break a little later here to see if I can. I'm trying to get a little time on these guys because they're fighting a little bit. Yeah, you can see I'm trying to squeeze a 10th here and a 10th there. We're within a second now. We're closing in Alvaro. And you can see we're still green. Delta, we're still making PBs, guys. It's always a good sign when you're racing and you're in the green. One second, trying to get in the draft of Alvaro here. Pedro's right in front of him, so this is a tough corner there, man. People have trouble through there. I don't know, guys. We're closing.
You've got half your fuel left.
We're not closing by a lot, like a 10th that lap, which isn't a lot, but if you get in a draft, maybe, just maybe, get a little speed out of the draft, you can close pretty quick. But he's right in the draft of Pedro, so yeah, they got like 4 cars right on top of each other. So they're really helping each other out. A little push through there. Got to let off a little more than I wanted to there. You can see we're 7/10 though. This corner I didn't feel like I was as fast as the other guys on. That time I made it good though.
10th position.
Now we're only 4/10. So we're catching. I mean, you guys can tell this was a fun race. And we got a car off to the right. That's a back marker. So I don't think that's going to help us. I think it was a back marker.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
We'll tell when we cross the start-finish line. If we go up to P9, then we'll know it wasn't. Yeah, P9, so that wasn't a back marker. That was a car in front of us who just probably got on the gas a little too quick.
On your right.
And here we are, we're on the outside. We got a car on our right. We're trying to fight these guys. I gotta back off because I wasn't beside him. If I was beside him here, I would have tried to take him through here, but I didn't have enough of my car in there. Here we go. We got Chris in front of us. I'm sorry, Pedro in front of us now. Alvaro took him. There goes Alvaro, gets a little wiggle there, coming out of that corner.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
So we only got a couple laps left. Are we going to be able to get these guys? You can see it's hard. They're slowing me down a little bit. I feel like I really gotta back off. Really tough. Try to take a little wider exit to get on the throttle a little bit better there. And I'm trying to get a run on Pedro. We're right on him, folks, but he takes the inside. We're going outside. We're brave, man. We don't always go for the inside. Pappy Gaiman doesn't always go for the inside. Sometimes we go outside. See if we can break later than him. And here he comes. He's on our inside, but we do outbreak him there. We managed to get him. So, how many guys you see pass on the outside? Really, guys? I feel proud of myself when I do that, because everybody tries to take the inside. And I feel the better I can get on the outside, it's an advantage, because not a lot of people can do that. So Pedro's a second behind. I don't know what's happened to him. He just fell off the face of the earth there. And now, we're on Alvaro. We're right on his tail. Looks like it might come down to the last lap. Another person best. Look at the delta.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
We get a good run out of that turn. It's not going to be a personal best, though. Look at our delta's falling. It might be. Might get it. So Alvaro's trying to hold this off. And here we go. P8. Look at us. We're going outside again. He's right beside us. Look at this. And he gets a little bit ahead of us there. Enough to get us. Can't quite pull off the switchback there. But he definitely held us off there. He seemed to take a really wide line through there. And we get a push there. We get a good exit out of that corner. We are right on his tail. This is going to come down to the wire. Tough section here. We make a good exit there. He gets a little bit too much over that curb. That's going to slow him down. That's going to compromise his exit out of this turn, I think. We're right on him. We're 3/10 back. Are we going to have enough to get him into this corner? We got a good run on him. You could see us. We go for the outside again. White flag. Make a comment about the outside moves, guys. Tell me what you think. We give him plenty of room. We get a good exit there. Look at side by side. Look at the TV cam. I mean, we are banging wheels. We come into this corner. We're still side by side. We ended up getting up there. We squeezed them out. He's right on our tail now, 1/10. We get a good exit out of there. We're 4/10 up, 5/10 up now. We're trying for a P7.
That's 5 minutes and few left.
Started 16th, went all the way down to 9th. I'm sorry, went all the way up to 9th. Got crashed out, went back down, fought our way back up. Ups and downs this race. These are the kind of races that make iRacing fun. And here we come, guys. He gets a better angle coming out of this corner. Look at this. It's going to be a race to the finish line. He's right on our tail. Here he comes. It's going to be a photo finish. Look at him. He's right beside us. Here's the start-finish line, and we end up edging him out by a nose.
Position. That's the finish. Well done.
P7. Okay, if you want to see how much we beat him out by, this is it. Okay, let's go take a look at the stats. What a finish. All right, we gained some iRating, back over 1800, gained some safety rating. P7, so not bad. We ended up battling. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell for future notifications. Please leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.